it was perfectly working, but YouTube, something is going wrong on the YouTube side. I am live, but YouTube is not accepting it. I hope YouTube will accept this time. Live on LinkedIn, it was perfectly working. Okay, finally we are live. Great, so let's pick up some questions. So we are live at the same time on 2 platforms now, and we we will be picking up questions from both the end at the same time. So let's start picking up some questions. So I was live on Instagram before this, and then we had a good chat with Anirudh and then with Keyur. So now it's time to go live. Okay, so from where should I start? So before talking about anything else, it's time to talk about blockchain. So yeah, so I know a lot of people are waiting for blockchain. In fact, there are 2 news I want to talk about. First is about blockchain. Yes, the blockchain videos will be coming up. So basically, we are going for 2 different courses. One will be the free course on YouTube, where I will talk about blockchain and different technologies about it. And then we have a full-fledged course will be coming up on the official website. So see, the problem with blockchain now is it's a niche technology which not everyone want to learn. Of course, there are a lot of people they want to learn blockchain, but not everyone. So industry is open, and then there are a lot of people who are trying to learn blockchain, but we don't have good resources, and then we don't have good use cases which is coming up. So that's one problem which we have now. I just need to check. Yeah. So what I'll be doing is, not everyone want to learn blockchain. That's why we'll be making a separate course. We'll be making a complete course from start to end for blockchain, and this will be focused on the enterprise market, not on the client side market. It will not be based on cryptocurrencies, because see, when you talk about cryptocurrencies, when you talk about blockchain, there are 2 different stuff, right? Cryptocurrencies works on blockchain, but what is more powerful is blockchain. Yes, there will be future for cryptocurrencies. Bitcoins will emerge, or maybe there's some other coins will emerge. I'm not interested in those things. They are great, but my focus is more for the enterprise market. In fact, from the start of my career, I always focus on enterprise market, starting from Java, then working on the Java-based technologies in the backend. See, if you talk about other technologies like web designing, Android, it is more for the client market. It's more for normal users. But my focus is always towards enterprise market, because that's what is changing the way you work on the projects. That's what is making the huge change. And blockchain will be changing a lot in the enterprise market. So soon we'll be making the entire course from start to end on blockchain. But that will be available on the official platform, and yes, it will be a paid course. But again, as I'm trying for the long time, it will not be that costly so that you cannot afford it. We'll be giving some early discounts as well. It's just that I'm working on blockchain from 1 year. I'm trying to make. It's not just another course for me. It will be an amazing course, but that's why I'm taking some time to make a structure for it and making a video for it. Second is for machine learning. I know after making Python series last year, I got so many requests for machine learning. In fact, every day I used to get mails, messages. In online chat they have this question: hey, when you are going to make a video on machine learning? Unfortunately, I'm not into machine learning. I mean, I know a bit about some of the topics, but I can't teach machine learning. Okay, so that's because I'm not much into it. And I don't want to teach you the upper parts of it, and I say, hey, this is machine learning. So let's say if I talk about some libraries and I'm saying, hey, this is what machine learning is. That's not the case. Machine learning, when you say I will be teaching you machine learning, it means in-depth knowledge. So for that, I'm doing a collaboration. In fact, as I posted on LinkedIn as well, that we are looking for someone who can make videos for machine learning, and I got so many requests. But the only problem is, will it be applicable? Will it be flexible for the platform? Will it be flexible? Because see, everyone have a different way of teaching. Everyone have a different way of connecting with people. I tried with different technologies with different people. Something worked, somewhere it didn't work. And for machine learning, we have the same scenario. And that's why I'm not taking a bigger risk with the audience. Yes, I'll be giving you awesome course. That's what I'm taking some time. Now we are also planning for the offline workshops, not just online, offline workshops. And then I'm planning this from a long time for different technologies, but let's start with machine learning. You will get full knowledge about this. You will get full idea in this coming week. And we'll be also having some guest next week, I mean next Sunday live, where she will be answering all your questions, she or he. We are still deciding about who will be joining in that live session. So they will be answering your questions, all the questions on machine learning, data science, and how to get into that field. So the coming weeks are exciting. And one more thing, I will be going to Malaysia next month for a conference. I'll be giving a talk there on blockchain. That's an exciting thing. I always wanted to get into blockchain, but not just a developer, but also a trainer. And let's see how things goes. This will be my first talk on blockchain outside India. That would be awesome, right? So yeah, that's about the news, and let's pick up some questions. So that's 3 news. Blockchain videos are coming up. Blockchain course is coming up. Offline workshops on machine learning will be coming up. That's the news. So let's pick up some questions, and let's start with LinkedIn first. And the question here is so from Mahipal. In fact, a lot of people are watching this on LinkedIn. That's great. So first question is, tell me about which cloud technology is best for future. I'm not sure about future, because it might be Azure, it might be AWS, it might be Alibaba. Everyone is focusing on cloud because that's the future. As of now, AWS is rocking. So if you want to get into cloud, start with AWS. And even in future, if you feel, hey, Azure has some amazing features, that is something I want to use. Alibaba has some amazing features, I want to use that. Go ahead and you can switch. And the thing is, once you work on one cloud service, it is easier to switch as well. Okay, so don't worry about that. It's time to pick up some questions from YouTube, and I got the first super chat from Rohan here. And the question from Rohan is ETL developer future. See, it depends on which company you're working in, and do you have a project. Future is good. It's just that you have to upgrade on some technologies which is coming after ETL. I mean, it is not just for ETL, it is for everything. So whatever technology you're working on now, it will be changed in future. Okay, so you can't just stick to one technology and say, hey, my life is set. That's not the case. It will change for sure. So if you're working on X technology now, in future you'll be having Y or X+1. If it is X+1, of course we know we have to upgrade every year. But if it is Y, you have to switch. And don't worry, it will not happen in one day. So let's say you're working on your project on one technology. Next day, someone will say, hey, from today we'll not be using your technology. That is not the case. That will never happen. This is not demonetization, right? So don't worry. So what will happen is, every time you have a new technology, there will be some phases. So phases like you have to observe what is happening in your industry. If other companies are using some new products, understand what they're using it and why they're using it. If you feel that technology has a better scope, start learning, and that's how you do it. Okay, don't worry. Okay, so one question from LinkedIn. Let me see if you have any questions there. Okay, I can't see any question on LinkedIn. Oh, we got one. So question is, please tell about Scala scope. See, Scala is great. About the scope, if you are working on Spark, of course, Scala is the default technology there. Now, the only thing is, when you talk about a language or technology, as I mentioned before as well, everything has a scope. It's just that if you are using that project, if you're using the technology in your project, that's great. But also have a focus on what your company is going to do in the future, because every company has a mission. Okay, so look at the mission of the company and see what new technology you can embed in the coming projects, and that's how you change. As of now, Scala is a good base, but you never know about the future, right? But Scala is a great language. Okay, question from Abhi Akil. Question is, career in blockchain without software developer experience. we can do that. Okay, so it's not that to get into blockchain you have to be developer. In blockchain as well, we have administrator roles, we have developer roles, so you can get into admin stuff, handling blockchains, working on POCs. So don't worry, even if you don't have a software developer experience, you can still get into blockchain as administrator. So we got another super chat from Abhirup Datta. Thank you so much, Abhirup, for the super chat. Please tell about Git. We have the entire series on Git, so just have a look. So just go to YouTube and search for Telescope Git tutorials. Even if you search for Git tutorials on YouTube, our video will be there in first or three, four. I'm not sure. I need to check. But Git is basically a tool. So one of the use is you can have your code base there. You can share with your friends. You can it is basically a distributed repository where you can have where multiple people can work on the same project. Okay, so we got a question from Pritesh. Where will be your offline workshop? Do you remember me? Hi Pritesh, of course I remember you. We had a great tea, right? Tandoori chai, right? So the offline workshop will be coming next month, somewhere between 15 December. It will be a 15 days workshop on machine learning. So let's see, it is still in planning phase and I'm very excited about it. So let's see. Do we have any question on LinkedIn? No. Okay. Please speak JDK paid version or okay. So your question is for the paid version for JDK. That's a thing. That's a thing with Oracle. They are commercializing Java. It's not the first time they're doing it. They are commercializing Java from a long time, but now they are making it compulsory for you to pay for it on the subscription basis. Initially, you have to pay in one go. Maybe let's say you have to pay X amount of money in one go, but now they are giving you EMI options, basically a subscription. So it was paid before, it is paid now. Nothing is changing much. So it is free for students. It is free for research purpose. And anyway, when you are learning Java, you never pay for it, right? So don't worry, it will not affect you. But what will be affecting is the enterprise market, and you don't have to worry about the enterprise market because companies will be paying for it. You don't have to pay for that. So, but they are working hard. So Oracle is working hard to give you some better products. Okay, so people on LinkedIn, you can ask me questions in the chat window. I can try to answer your questions there. Okay, we are live. Okay, question from Suresh. What after watching your 78 Python videos? Basically, we have 106 videos including Django. So once you complete the Python core Python videos, you have to go for Django. That's one option. Otherwise, you can work on you can learn Flask, but it is not there on our platform. Or you can learn machine learning, or you can go into data science. You can learn some libraries and you can implement them. That's what you can do. Okay, next question is also just give me show of the hands if you are interested in the workshops of offline workshops from Telescope, not just on machine learning but on other technologies as well. Maybe Java workshops. If you're interested, let me know so that we can do it in different cities. So workshops on blockchain, workshops on Java, workshops on any technology which I can take care of, or maybe we can do collaboration, right? I can find experts from the industry because I have so many connections with other people. That's what I have done in 5 years, 6 years of my online presence. I have connected with multiple people, and I know experts in the industry who can deliver trainings on different technologies. So if you're excited, we can start with that because it's awesome, right? Once you see, dealing online is different from dealing offline because we can have one-to-one interaction, and we can also learn from you, your energy, your excitement, your way of learning, your way of working on a project. So that is something I'm excited about. So we can start with it. Okay, so we got a lot of show of hands who are interested in this. That's great. Okay, so many people are excited about this workshops. That's great. That's amazing. So let's plan for it. Maybe I will need your help in the in different stuff. We'll surely check it out. Okay. But of course, the workshops will not be free. Okay, because online is different. Dealing with offline is different. In the offline, we have to pay for the classroom. We have to pay for the other stuff as well. Okay. Okay. Which programming language do you use for blockchain? That is one of the questions which just went up. So for blockchain technology, we have different programming language available for if you're working on Ethereum, we have an option of Solidity. If you're working on Hyperledger, in Hyperledger as well, we have so many projects. For Hyperledger Fabric, you will be using Go language, Java works there, JavaScript works there. Then if you go to Sawtooth, I guess it supports JavaScript. Yeah, different frameworks have different language. So for at least for Hyperledger, where Hyperledger Fabric, where I'm interested in, what is more famous there is Go language. So we got a super chat from Rohan. Thank you so much for the super chat, Rohan. And the question is, how to crack internships? See, internships is all about convincing them, because if when you talk about job is different compared to internships, because in job they are expecting from you, but in internship it is two ways, right? So you need them and they need you, so it is both the way. And the moment you say you need them, they have to spend time with you, and you have to convince them that you can work on the project. Okay, so money is not a factor. So when you do internship, money is not a factor. What is important is your learning. Are you able to learn? That's the main motto of the internships. And that's why companies don't prefer interns who just want to learn, not implement. So you have to convince them that whatever you will learn, you will also implement in the company. So make sure that you have a skill set. Don't just go blank there. Maybe they will not even ask you for the aptitude test and all those things. What is important for them is, can you work? Are you excited about the project? Do you have the energy to work on the project? Don't be lazy. Don't do internship for 9 to 5 job. I've seen so many interns, they just want to come at 9, they just want to go at 5. That's not how internship works. So convince them. It's not about your skill set. Internship is more about showing your energy. Okay. ML or Java? If you are thinking about machine learning, of course, go for machine learning. There's no comparison between Java and machine learning. Java is a language, it's a technology where you can build projects. Machine learning is a new thing, okay? It's a new technology. So most of the projects nowadays, they are trying to use machine learning. So I would say go for machine learning. But that doesn't mean you should not learn Java. Java is something you should know. There's no choice for that. But you can make your career in machine learning. That's a prerequisite for blockchain. I have a video on that. Okay, so just search for blockchain tutorials on YouTube, and I guess the second video is prerequisites. Okay, workshops in which city? So basically, we are going to start from Mumbai. But if you can get good, if you can get if you can see a lot of interest in different cities, of course we are ready to travel. Maybe Hyderabad, Pune, Bangalore, Delhi, Kolkata. So just let us know where you want the workshop. If we can find good crowd and people who are excited to learn, we can travel anywhere. So it's my responsibility to arrange trainers. It is my responsibility to arrange all other things, provided you are interested, provided you have that excitement to learn. So basically, Terisco will be doing both the offline and online courses. Okay. Any questions on LinkedIn? So people on LinkedIn just want to watch, right? They're not interested in the questions. Okay, Java or JS for future? Both. Why we have to choose between one? Learn both. It's good. And then you decide which is better for you. Because if I say Java is best, maybe you will not like Java. You will love JavaScript. So try both. It's not a difficult thing to learn both. So learn both and try to implement one and be master in one. Okay, Nikhil says, what is enterprise market? Okay, see, when I was doing my graduation, even I have the same question, what is enterprise market? So basically we have two markets, one is client market and one is enterprise market. So basically whenever you build business solutions, business projects, projects for big companies like let's say McDonald's, when they have their software, that's an enterprise project, right? Big projects, which companies are using. When you talk about mobile applications, they are client market. So that's how you define it. In fact, it's much complex, but just to understand in simple terms, that you can understand this too. Okay. So last two questions and then we are good to go. Anyone on LinkedIn? No questions. Okay, just to reiterate, next week, next Sunday, we'll be going live with someone where, I'm not sure about the person because I'm in talking with two different experts. Let's see who is available on Sunday. So we'll be going live on Sunday and they will be answering all your questions on machine learning and data science. And for blockchain, I'm there, don't worry. Kolkata meetup will be coming up soon. We were planning for Kolkata as well, but in fact for the same workshops, we were thinking about Kolkata, but now let's start with Mumbai and then we can move to different cities. So in fact, I'll be there in Malaysia on 6th December, 6th, 7th and 8th. So I'll be there for 3 days. And we'll be doing a meetup, but it will not be a classroom meetup. It will not be an official meetup. We can have an offline meetup where we can meet anywhere in the garden somewhere. So if you are in Malaysia by any chance and if you want to meet, let us know. So you can connect me and we can surely meet. So that's it. One last question and then we are good to go. Blockchain online course will be coming up soon. So we'll be starting this week. You can see some videos on blockchain soon on the platform. Kalyan meetup, yeah, will be coming up soon, don't worry. So that's it everyone. See you in the next live session on LinkedIn and on YouTube. Bye-bye.